Hi everyone. Today I'm really excited to host the second episode of Greenworms Insider. Greenworms Insider is an initiative of Greenworms to bring out the teams of Greenworms to get their perspectives and what it looks like working at Greenworms. Today we have my colleague Fawaz. He is the head of bulk business unit. So, hi Fawaz.
Hi Akshay.
By the way, happy birthday to you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Akshay.
We are recording this episode on May 5th and it's birthday. Party is pending though, but so over to you Fawaz.
Thank you.
What brought you to Greenworms and how long it's been?
Yes, I was here in Greenworms for the last 2.5 years. Okay, so I have 7 years experience in the waste management industry. So I have been here with the passion that I have with the waste management industry. So I have to do something for the society, for the next future generation. That's what we here now.
Right. And just tell us little about yourself. I also attended your daughter's first birthday and also waiting for the second birthday treat. So just
actually I'm an engineering background person, mechanical engineering background person. I have an experience of 7+ years. I worked in abroad. I worked in Bangalore. Now I'm here in Greenworms. So my family is, I have a daughter of 2 years and my wife is there. Wife is working as a doctor in Calicut area. So my parents is also there. So this is my family. They are all good, supporting us, each other.
Right. So just tell us, you have a very strong contact with Greenworms in terms of a route, hailing from same village.
Right. So the thing is that I have I belongs to the place where Greenworms has started, the village like Punur. So the people from Punur is having a lot of expectation on Greenworms. When I said I am working in Greenworms, they are all happy. They all know about the founder of Greenworms. They all know the director of Greenworms. They know what Greenworms is doing. So it is very helpful for me to convince them what I am doing at Greenworms, or what is the role of waste management in Greenworms, or what is the role of waste management in Kerala and all. So we have a very good facility. We can have a role model, as I have a role model like facility in Calicut, Tamarasheri, so which is also very nearby to my hometown. So it's a very good support.
So tell us just little perspectives on, do you think you spend a significant time in the waste management sector? Do people really pursue this as still a dirty job, or do you think the time?
It was there, as I told you. When I started my career in waste management, my friends, cousins, and all are asking, so why you here? Like that questions were there. But still now it's not like that. That has changed a lot, because people understand the value of waste management. It has a very bright future. The growth is limitless for this. So it is not like that before. People understanding the value of waste segregation, waste management and all, they all felt that it's a very important thing that we all has to be, someone has to come up and do this. That is what.
Right. So you are heading this bulk-based business unit. I think it's been more than 2 years.
Right.
So just share what the hell is this bulk waste management and
See, bulk waste means we are into across the Kerala. Bulk waste management is that someone who is creating more than 100 kgs of waste in a day is considered as bulk waste management. We don't have any limit in the customer database. We have corporate clients hospitals, tech parks, airports, any industries or any event management, those who are creating more than 100 kgs in a waste, or everything we are doing. So we have a very young group of team who's passionate about doing anything. So, and also it is very interesting to deal with the corporates. It's a B2B business. It's not like B2B or B2G. So commanding them, training them that the importance of waste segregation at source is mandatory is quite challenging for me from the initial times. But now they started realizing, they are supporting, and all the corporates like what we deal are in a very good relationship with us now. So they are also referring us for some other projects. So it's like we are growing.
Great. I think just tell us some numbers in terms of how many bulk waste generators we are working.
Yeah, currently I think we have 60 plus bulk waste clients across Kerala. So it was having a steady growth in the last couple of years as well. Like started in 2017 to 2023, we have a gradual growth in the client database, and we are expecting targeting around 100 for this financial year as well as in numbers.
And just tell us how this works once the bulk waste generator got convinced. So how we manage on the day-to-day operations of bulk waste operations look like?
Yeah, bulk waste means, see, once we started the service, or once we started providing the service for them, so segregation at source is mandatory. That we are forcing them to, instead of putting us laborers there in the site and segregating, we ask them to do a segregation at first level at least, because source level segregation is very important for the waste management industry. So we are forcing them, like 70% of waste is not segregated, only 30% we can expect from the segregation at source, and the remaining 70% that we want to do, like according to our requirements. So like some of them will be providing us a facility inside the premises of every bulk waste generators, or some maybe we have to take it to our facility and do the segregation. So by either the way, but the segregation is happening at 100%, and the reject waste will be disposed of according to the norms.
Right. Also, I think the beauty of the bulk waste is this local businesses and so these companies can also jointly create dignified jobs through us, right?
Yeah.
Whereby implementing the source level segregation. Can you just give some numbers on how the impact is?
Yeah, I think as I told you, the 60 plus numbers, we have 45 plus workers who's doing the source level segregation at across Kerala. So what we follow is that once I get a contract or once I get a business, I can give 3 to 4 people a regular job at the site. So it may be nearby to that client's area, so that they can come in the morning and they can go by evening. They can have a fixed salary, they can have a regular job. So likewise, we are creating around 45 plus jobs.
Great.
With my business unit.
Right. That's fantastic. And how do you demonstrate the bulk waste generators? This is the impact that has been created.
Yeah. So actually, we are every data what we collected is being shared with the bulk waste generators. So they need to understand the importance of waste generation, and they need to try to find out some other source to reduce the waste generation, like the single use plastics, or say, for example, if a hospital is conducting an event, they may be they need to understand the amount of waste which is generating by the event, right? So we need to find some alternatives instead of using the single use plastic, like utensils or something like that. So they need to understand. So we'll share the data, how much they are generating. They need to understand what they are generating and what it is happening, right? So we are sending a sustainability impact report on annual basis, so they can understand what value addition they have got with greenworms once the greenworms is started the waste management, right?
Yeah, and greenworms has a very good customer first culture, and in terms of our role, we have 90% client retention, and most of the credit goes to the bulk waste businesses. So just tell me, what is the client retention rate? Who are your longest customers so far, and just some interesting facts.
I think the retention rate is more than 95 plus. We can say 95%. The only one client which is left within my period, that is not because of the service issue. So the thing is that we are maintaining a very good relationship. So the relationship is very important. What I feel is that relationship is a very important thing that for increasing the retention rate. So like 2016 we have started ICRA hospital as a first bulk waste generator in Calicut area, which is being into the 7th year continuously. Wow. So this is the biggest the time period we can say for a client to retain. And more importantly, this retention rates matters for the new businesses as well, because for example, so this clients, the client which is supporting us will refer us, right? So for the reference lead is very easy for the conversion. So for example, if you are approaching without any reference, that the closure percentage will be 30%. But if you are approaching a client with a reference, that may be 75 plus. So that is very important. So these two are combined. Referrals is very important. So customer relationship is very important, and that makes us the retention rate as well as the business growth.
Right. And also in terms of, I think one of the USP that you guys were using is the traceability. Conventional players who when they work, they don't have an traceability of where the waste goes.
Right.
I think the trust goes a long way with demonstrating traceability. Just share how you are.
See, it's a completely a professional approach that we are bringing down with the local vendors or local players. So that makes an added advantage when we are dealing with the bulk waste. It's not only price matters for them, it's all about the quality as well. So for example, when the vehicle is coming, for example, we have a schedule. First of all, that we can say that we have a scheduled pickup for the waste from the premises. So by the time they will come into the premises with the permission, they are entered to the premises, they will collect the waste. That vehicle is having a GPS tracking where it is going, and that can be monitored by the client as well as the greenworm side. Plus we have a quantity uploading system. Like for example, we have a database that we can upload the quantity of waste which is collected. Now we have started a manifesto, the recently which has started in Cochin area, that if someone is coming in between and asking what is it in the vehicle and where it is going, so that manifesto shows that it has collected from so and so area and it is going into greenworms facility for the waste disposal, and both the parties are agreed for this transmission. So which is bringing down a value addition. Likewise we are bringing down a lot of inventions or innovations in this field to bring a more professional approach.
Right. Yeah, you always have a lot of young team members in your business unit, and how do you drive this in terms of the bulk waste operations are very chaotic in terms of, though you are trying to streamline it and all. So how you are able to manage in a more process efficient way?
Okay, so as you said, it is a very young and dynamic team with a lot of energy. So definitely we have challenges. Every month we have a review meeting. We discuss about the negatives in that meetings. For example, what is wrong in that month. So maybe we will achieve the target, maybe we will not achieve. That doesn't matter about the discussions, but it matters about solving the issues. Like for example, the negative issues or the problems which we feel on that particular month, that should not be happen in the next month. That is what our aim. So we will discuss about the points, we will solve the issues. So I don't feel that I'm a leader, I just feel that I'm a mentor for them. I do listen their voice as well. I will take the comments from them as well. So we'll sit each other, we'll find out a solution, we'll go forward.
Right. And I think it's been a while that the zero waste events have also been in your basket. So just tell us more, how was a little of zero waste events and some of the experiences.
A zero waste event is that first of all we'll think about how to reduce the waste for that particular event. For example, to reduce the use and throw materials, utensils and all, so that we can reduce the volume of the waste, which can be equally important for the client as well as for greenworms to reduce the waste. So the reduced waste will be segregated and will sending into the processing units where the waste segregation will happen. For example, food waste will be generating in every events which is supposed to be, and all the food waste, all the segregated food waste will be either will go to the biogas plant which is having inside the premises of the client, or will send into the pig farms. So that food waste will be handled properly. The other waste like plastics or anything, so that will send into a recycling channels, or the reject waste will go for the cement plant as a and disposal.
Right.
So what we promote them that instead recently we had an event at Super Cup, Hero Super Cup football event, which is supposed to be which has happened in Calicut and Malappuram. So what I feel, I have a volunteer team and I address them that so instead of this types of event has to be come into Kerala or into our places again and again. It should not be the first and last, right? So people will think about if it is not properly managed, so people will not accept for the next time. So if you managed it properly, the next year or the next to next year will come it again. So that has to be managed properly. So event is also has to be managed properly, and the waste has to be. So these two is having a great collaboration for the next coming events as well.
Right. So Fawaz, in terms of your managing all this large bulk waste generators and MSMEs, and do you think these people has a role in the circular economy transition from moving from linear to a circular economy?
Definitely, because the thing is that these people are the people who is generating waste in a big volume, in a quantum basis we can say, because they'll generate in a single point. So the management of such kind of waste or such kind of client is very easy, because we don't want to go here and there. We just wanted to go into a single area, and there all the waste will be coming. So we can manage it from the one point itself, instead of going in surrounding areas or something like that. It can be managed in an area. So we do a training, we do awareness about the importance of waste circularity, or instead of as you said, linear conversion of linear into a circular. So they need to understand their importance as well, their amount of waste which is diverted from landfills, instead of so first of all, that we feel that they need to understand that there is a system. They need to understand that, right? First, instead of going with some local vendors, there is a proper vendor who can manage their waste. Means that is quite important. So that is we need to make sure that it is their responsibility, right? Whatever the waste which is generating, it is their responsibility to manage it properly, promoting a circular economy, creating a green campus. So they can understand, they can channelize a system there. We can bring down a very good system for the waste management.
Right. Great, Fawaz. This is a lot interesting insights that you shared. And how do you see Greenworms as an overall company? How it's heading, and what's your larger plans for within the bulk waste unit?
Yeah. So when it comes to Greenworms, that the growth is very visible. I have seen in the last 2.5 years, the growth is very, very tremendous. The numbers are increasing, the strength is getting increased. We are spreading across the Kerala with various projects. So our presence is increasing, the importance is increasing. We are recognized by the government also now. So they also, from the people also, and also the government bodies also understand the importance of Greenworms. So as we all keep a mission of 5x, so we are also into that. We all are, as a team, we are all into that perception. And team also, like we have almost the double that we have done in the last financial year. We are targeting for the next financial year. Likewise, we have a mission to accomplish. So Greenworms is a very young group of team with have a lot of energy. I was so happy to be a part of this Greenworms.
Right. So Fawaz, I think bulk waste will keep a very key role, and I keep always excited when we see our WhatsApp group of announcing onboarding this client, that clients. It gives a lot of positiveness in terms of I think in the whole ecosystem everyone has a piece of cake. I think we are doing it in a right way, and we are doing it as per the industry standards. I think when you're doing 30 to 40% of the market, the systematic change happens for the rest. I think you guys are playing a significant role in bringing that disruption, setting the base standards that this is how the system should be operated. So really proud, and I look forward for your party right after this. So thank you, Fawaz. Thank you for your time. And
thank you, Akshay. Thank you.